Linking up by hand. McDonald so hard to tackle. Got the hand pass away. Friswell with a kick towards the dangerous area, and the Dukes of Derby on display. She can have a look at the goals.
Well, that's a really good passage of play there by Geelong. You almost felt like they overused it by handball, but...
And she's done the team thing, Shiloh, and put it in the very good hands of Nina Morrison. 21 touches and 10 tackles last week against the Western Bulldogs. Such a versatile player, can also hit the scoreboard, and that's what she's done to give the Cats an ideal start in Warrnambool. Kicking a ripping first AFLW goal from the pocket. As the Cats move inside 50, Maloney keeps her feet, needs a good bounce, gets a good bounce, handballs it out to Friswell, missed one earlier, but she gets it this time, and the Cats have 2 on the board. Strong defensive team for a couple of seasons, but their ball movement has improved out of sight this year.
Yeah, it hasn't. We mentioned it before. They're number 2 for short kicks and handball receives, so they're valuing possession, which they haven't done in the past.
Bombers deep inside 50. What a mark from Too Good. Going back with the flight.
Bodied her opponents and took a great contested grab.
Last time she played Geelong, she kicked 2 goals and polled a vote in the best and fairest in the AFLW. Good record against the Cats, and she pumps both fists. She gets Essendon's first goal of the game. Feeds Prasparkas, inside 50, packed forms. Meg McDonald this time went with the fist, Shiloh.
Probably could have taken the mark at the front spot.
Might prove costly. Alexander has a player over the top, and it is costly. Scott kicks the second, and we're all tied up at Reed Oval. Push comes out. Parry did well not to blast. And Webster running hard forward.
Cats are really good at creating width out of their hand passes too. They're not dinky little close ones. They always look to release long.
So Webster's going to be advanced 50 metres here, an encroachment on the mark. Becky Webster hasn't kicked a goal so far this season, but this would be timely. With the Bombers challenging, Webster delivers, and the Cats get one back.
5 clearances, 4 of them effective and 3 inside 50s.
What a shoe from Amy McDonald. Straight onto the chest of Shelley Scott, who sees a pretty open forward line. Kicks long and deep. Sheer in position. Hey! Well-weighted kick.
She just rode the body, pushed her off and took the chest mark almost.
One of the most exciting players in the competition. One of the best contested marks in the competition, as you just saw. And that is a lovely kick. The Cats get their second of the term. Amy McDonald just had the 17 touches last week against the Bulldogs, but still laid the 9 tackles. Can't keep her out of a game. There she is again, applying the pressure and the tackle on Kane. Had to be careful with that tackle. Had to be very careful with that tackle.
So here, Kane just trying to get out of the contest, trying to get out of the tackle, and then just the momentum.
Particularly with the attacking brand of football that Essendon's trying to play, having some really attacking, hard-running wingers.
Doonan has kicked short, and it's paid off. The mark has been taken by Paige Scott almost directly in front. Brought a wonderful sense of energy to the AFLW competition. The young gun has Paige Scott. She's got 2. She calls for a lift from the Warrnambool faithful. And the Bombers are back within a kick and change. Crockett Grills tries to explode away, not getting out of the grasp though of Prasparkas. 1 minute left in this quarter. Froome meets it at half forward. Bombers sense a real opportunity now. Keeps it low, Too Good! Another wonderful mark from the co-captain. Getting better with every game she plays. Voted in as co-captain of the Bombers this season. Stands tall when her team needed her most. Scores level just before 3/4 time. This way then that way. Handball back to Webster. Had a good look at the goals. Snaps. Sheer! Sheer class. Sheer strength from the Geelong star. The Cats were challenged late in that 3rd quarter. They get the ideal start in the 4th. Chloe Shear kicks her second of the game. She came from the Adelaide Crows. Haven't had it all their own way, Geelong, today, but Shear is standing tall inside 50 for Geelong.
Making the Essendon defenders really nervous. So that's now the 3rd mark where she's actually playing behind her opponent. particularly the way that she reads it, it's coming off and it's working very well for her.
Much tougher set shot this time. Wrong side for a right footer. And it squeezes through. And now she calls for a lift from the crowd. So they won't add to their score, Geelong, you'd think. Essendon threw everything at them today. But these Cats are made of something different, you sense, in Season 7. For the first time, they've won 3 games on the trot in the AFLW and are charging towards a finals berth.